After everything we'd heard from other travelers about the Mexican state of Chiapas, needless to say, we had pretty high expectations. And wouldn't you know it, Mexico has once again massively exceeded those expectations. Grab yourself a towel and some water wings because the water is liable to jump out of your screen and hit you in the face. Chiapas is about to blow your mind, so buckle up, hang on to those armrests, and let's get the roaming.
Some roads don't simply exist on a map. They live in your mind, calling to you in your sleep, filling your thoughts at work. The Pan American Highway, a road spanning the length of North and South America, a 30,000-kilometer road trip through more than 15 countries, is that road for us. Life to us is nothing more than a collection of moments, and we want to fill our moments with adventure. So for 18 months, we'll be driving south from Tuctayacta, Canada, all the way to Ushuaia, Argentina. From the Arctic to the Andes, through deserts, jungles, and the unknown, we'll live and wander in our self-built adventure-mobile, seeking stories, chasing landscapes, and redefining what it means to us to be modern-day explorers. This is our journey.
This is our first glimpse of Chiapas, and right away it feels different. Its land is shaped by wilder hands, its rhythm unlike any place we've passed through before. The towns have their own character, the mountains their own silhouette, the people their own presence. Something tells us we're in for another unforgettable adventure.
Well, folks, welcome to Chiapas. It's raining. This is the first time we've seen consistent rain since we made it to Mexico. And it feels so incredibly good. I have been dying for the experience of having warm rain fall on me. We just went from like 35 degrees Celsius on the coast of Oaxaca to like a very, very manageable 20 degrees, and we're only at like 750 meters right now. I am much excited. Is it raining, honey?
Breakfast in the rain, breakfast in the rain. This is so nice. It was so hot last night and this morning.
We're on our way to our first point of interest along our route in Chiapas, a cascada called Aguacero. Even though we had enjoyed a brief moment of moderate temperatures in the mountains, as we descended towards the lowlands, the temperatures climbed back up into the 30s. Any source of water at this point will be a welcome escape from the building heat.
That's some cliffs right there, holy moly.
Well, we've made it to Cascada El Aguacero. Aguacero. Okay, practicing my Spanish. And apparently we have 800 steps to descend to get to the river valley floor. Cool. Cool.
Once we'd cooled off enough in the waterfall, we slipped into the warmth of the river, letting its gentle current wash over us as we gazed up at the ancient canyon walls towering above us.
So today we are heading to Canyon de Sumidero. Canyon Sumidero. It's a big old canyon close to, I believe, what is the capital of Chiapas? I'm not too familiar with my Chiapas geography yet, so I don't know for certain. I could be misleading you. But we're going to a big canyon today, so adventure time. Let's go.
Coco?
Sí.
¿Qué? Gracias. Perfecto. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
¿Sí?
Sí.
¿A 10?
¿10? Muchas gracias.
Buen día. Adios. What do we get?
We got plastic bag popsicles.
Paleta, bag paletas.
Bagged paletas.
Whew, it's gonna be a hot day. Let's go.
How do we eat these?
I shove them in your face, I don't know. What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got your favorite thing ever.
Yes! Finally! Woo!
I got 3 mangoes and a pineapple for 40 pesos.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. Roadside fruit stands are legit.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like saying, just charge me the foreigner's price. Just do it. I don't mind.
And if you're wondering what I got, this is crema de coco, my new favorite drink. I have been looking for this ever since we left Oaxaca City and have not found it at a roadside stand. And finally get to drink it again.
Okay, what's it like?
Yeah, I should probably make sure it's actually good. It tastes a little bit different than last time, maybe just because it's not as cold, but pretty dang good. There's always a fire in Mexico, there's always a fire in Mexico.
Tuxtla Gutierrez is, in fact, the capital city of Chiapas. It's a bustling urban center known more for being a transportation and administrative hub than a tourist destination. That said, it's surrounded by lots of natural beauty, notably the Sumidero Canyon. Tuxtla offers authentic Chiapan cuisine, a glimpse into modern-day life in another of Mexico's diverse and culturally rich states, and is often used as a gateway to explore more traditional towns like San Cristobal de las Casas.
Holy smokes!
Oh,
I did not expect that. Whoa.
Wow.
I hate that sign so much. It's an absolute injustice that I cannot fly my drone here.
Totally.
Now that right there, that's a good parking job. That's why we have a big steel bumper on the front of the van. Something I've learned is that Mexicans are very good at making complex and interesting staircases.
They love a staircase.
They love a staircase. And it's always different. We'll just say different.
Why? Look at this! Oh! Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, actually, whoa.
This
Oh,
amazing.
what? I swear the walls just keep on getting higher and scarier. This is crazy.
After reaching the final viewpoint, we took in the last of the views from up above before descending back to Tuxtla to find camp for the night. We had learned when purchasing our entry into the Sumidero Canyon National Park that the wristband we had received could be used for a boat tour as well. So a decision was made to do something we rarely do, take a tour. And for our first tour in Mexico, it would be via riverboat.
Well, babe, what are we doing tomorrow?
We're going on a boat ride through the canyon, the Sumidero Canyon. So we went to all the viewpoints up top today. And tomorrow we're gonna see it from down below. Yahoo!
Much
It's
excited.
gonna be awesome.
So this is going to be the first time that we've actually done any kind of boating activity on this entire trip.
Or a tour.
Or a tour. We're not really tourist people. We don't really do tourist things, but we got this bracelet that got us a discount, and seeing that canyon from above, it's pretty much mandatory at this point to see it from below. Very excited.
Hello,
Hello.
what's on the menu for tonight?
We've got a breakfast hash. Potatoes, peppers, onions, beef, eggs, feta cheese. I'm dying of heat stroke.
So, the food is not the only thing that's currently cooking. We are too. It is so hot, and the stupid sandflies are in the van, and we just need all the windows to stay open so that we stay cool. But we're just getting eaten alive.
That's why I'm wearing long sleeves and
That-
long pants.
That's why Meg is in her
Linen outfit.
her linen suit. Van life reality, folks.
After another hot and uncomfortable night filled with fitful sleep, we woke and prepared for a 2-hour boat ride through the canyon. Prepared or not, we were in for a truly awesome experience. First on the list of what we didn't expect to see, crocodiles. There's a first for both of us, but that would not be the only first for us today. Carved over millions of years by the Grijalva River, this towering canyon stretches over 13 kilometers with vertical walls that soar up to 1,000 meters high. At its most breathtaking point, the cliffs rise straight up from the water, creating a cathedral of stone that elicits that undeniable feeling of being teeny tiny amongst the world. The canyon is the centerpiece of Sumidero Canyon National Park, a protected area established in 1980 to conserve its unique ecosystem and geological significance. The park spans more than 21,000 hectares and is home to a surprising variety of wildlife, including ocelots, hundreds of bird species, crocodiles, and yeah, spider monkeys. There's our other first for the day. Sumidero Canyon isn't just a geological marvel, it's also a symbol of Chiapas. It appears on the state's coat of arms and plays a vital role in the local identity. For travelers like us, it's a reminder of the scale and beauty that exists in the natural world and in Mexico. That beauty is often found just beyond the city's edge. As odd as this may sound, I couldn't help but be reminded of the coastline of British Columbia, most notably the inside passage on the ferry from Port Hardy to Prince Rupert. The way the rock faces leapt from the water's edge and soared skyward continued to remind me of home. Sitting there in that boat, wind on our faces, the rippling vibration from the water felt through the floor of the hull, it made me think that maybe there are waterborne adventures for us in the future. It's a wholly different way of viewing the world, and one we're familiar but also very unfamiliar with and eager to try out.
¿Guía frecuente? No, primera vez. Aunque para algunos es difícil, si pueden, si disponen de ese tiempo, vengan en el periodo de...
I have often watched migratory birds fly overhead while back home and wondered to myself about the things they must see and the places they must go. Sumidero Canyon is a haven for avian life, hosting over 195 bird species. Among them are the snowy egret, which overwinters here, and the great egret, both frequenting the riverbanks. These birds, some migratory and others resident, contribute to the canyon's dynamic ecosystem, their presence a testament to the interconnectedness of nature. just beyond the canyon's dramatic cliffs lies Chicoisan Dam, a massive hydroelectric project completed in 1980. Rising over 260 meters, it holds back the Grijalva River and forms Chicoisan Reservoir. This dam is not a quiet ending to the canyon. It's also one of the most powerful hydroelectric sources in Latin America, supplying energy to much of southern Mexico. The dam marked the end of our tour. From here, we would quickly return to where we'd pushed off. Of course, there were a few more things to see along the way, including a couple more large crocodiles and an exposed nest of eggs on the riverbank.
Well, that was really cool.
Super cool. What a canyon.
Absolutely spectacular. You guys know that video does not do a place like that justice. And there's no amount of cameras I could have brought with me and no amount of footage that I could have taken that will do justice to that place. But holy smokes, that was so beautiful.
One of the best canyons I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we saw crocodiles and spider monkeys and all sorts of birds. Iguanas.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
All right, onwards and upwards. We're going to a cascada.
I like that truck. It's a nice old truck. Boy, oh boy, what a beauty. Well, we've made it to Cascada El Chiflon. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, it's just gonna be a cool off time because it's so hot.
So hot.
So hot.
Smells like beer.
No one told us we need to bring a headlamp.
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That is not a big cave.
You think go swimming?
Yeah, in the dark.
You coming?
It's really deep. I don't even touch. It's also like the coldest water we've had in a long time. Uno, dos, tres, vamos!
That's nice.
Isn't that so nice?
Actual cold water. Can you say chicken salad sandwich?
Chicken salad sandwich.
We got a rotisserie chicken today and some burger buns, and so we got a little chicken salad sandwich here. Just chopped up chicken, yogurt, mayo, garlic powder, salt, pepper, some chopped up radish, green onion, and capers.
Amazing. Let's eat.
The following morning, we left our camp spot in the parking lot of Cascada El Chiflon and made our way east up into the mountains towards San Cristobal de las Casas. As we climbed, the air cooled and with it came light precipitation and dense fog. As with all of our travels into higher elevations, the promise of a good night's sleep lay ahead, something we've now learned to cherish as we continue further south and the temperatures climb.
Tourists.
Bunch of overlanders. Well, is it cold?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it raining? Yeah. Are we in San Cristobal?
San Cristobal de las Casas. And it's cold and rainy, and we're happy because it's been so freaking hot. And we just got to a campsite, and there's heaps of overlanders.
Boom, bop, bing, bop, boom, bop, bow. The kind of stuff we eat you just wouldn't understand.
Massive baggies.
This is 2 nights in a row with massive burgers, but this time it's beef and not chicken salad.
Chicken salad.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's honestly like, it's like a McDonald's commercial, except it's so much better than McDonald's.
You are incredible. I love you so much.
Love you too. Yeah.
If you're enjoying this film and want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It's a free and easy way to help our videos make it to a wider audience.
This is disgusting. I think it's gone bad a bit, but this is called a soursop. Maybe it's like a bad one. This doesn't feel like... You want to try it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad.
Does it taste like a combination of strawberries and mangoes?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Really?
Yeah. Texture's a little bit funny, but I don't think it's bad. It tastes totally fine.
What is it? Oh,
We
you're
have
covered in soursop.
A built-in composting system here at this campground.
this? Okay. Never mind. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. This is what our future is going to look like.
Yeah.
All the compost goes to the chickies and just disappears.
Today we'll be exploring the streets of San Cristobal. It's overcast and almost chilly. For the first time in months, we're wearing pants and long-sleeve shirts. Either way you look at it, this is a treat.
This is a chicken covered in a poblano sauce, and Alex has crispy pork taquitos.
Nestled high in the central highlands of Chiapas, San Cristobal de las Casas is a city steeped in history, culture, and resistance. It was founded in 1528 by Spanish conquistador Diego de Maciegos, who named it Villa Real de Chiapa. Over the centuries, its name would change multiple times before finally becoming San Cristobal de las Casas.
This is Happy Alex. Got agua fresca, and it is cantaloupe water.
Agua del dia.
Agua del dia. This has got to be like the best one I've had so far in Mexico.
Very excited. Treat day in San Cristobal de las Casas.
The city became an important colonial outpost, known for its Spanish-style architecture, cobblestone streets, and religious missions. But it also sat at the heart of centuries of indigenous resistance, home to Tzeltal and Tzeltal Maya communities whose presence and culture long predate Spanish arrival. Today, San Cristobal is a mosaic of contrasts. Colonial and indigenous, tradition and rebellion, it's a city alive with color, craft, language, and the weight of a layered past.
Indiana Jane.
Hola.
It's cute.
After exploring the textile market in the center of town, a market filled with authentic Mayan clothing, amber jewelry, rugs, and blankets, we wandered our way into whatever this is. A street lined with stores selling exclusively Chinese copies. We poked around some of the stores looking at the various clothing items, most of which we were pretty certain were not made by brands such as Adidas, Nike, Gucci, Prada, etc. So yeah, anyway, that was bizarre. Let the tour continue. After some more wandering through the streets of this wonderful town, it didn't take long before we knew. This was yet another place we'd be adding to our ever-growing list of towns to return to someday. We hadn't planned to stay long, just a brief stop on the way to somewhere else. But even if we'd carved out a full week here, it still wouldn't have been enough. Places like this always seem to ask for more. More time, more attention, more presence. The deeper you explore, the more you discover what's quietly tucked away in shadowed corners and sunlit alleyways. Every winding street leads to something unexpected. A colorful doorway, the sound of music spilling out from a hidden courtyard, or the warmth of a stranger's smile. Despite the beaming sunshine and the undeniable pull to stay longer, we were determined to depart the next day. The next spot was a mere 20 minutes away and promised a tranquil creekside devoid of noise and the intrusive light that comes with being in a population center. We had yet to catch up on the sleep we so desperately wanted back after a week and a half spent in the heat.
Well, on this beautiful sunny day, we are leaving San Cristobal de las Casas. And we're heading to another place to spend a night or two before going cascada hunting yet again.
Yep.
This has been a really, really cool little place, and we are going to probably come back one day because we're already feeling like we haven't given it enough time, to be honest.
We might come back in the not so distant future while we're still in Chiapas. Yeah, that's my secret plan.
Okay.
It's like I'm drunk.
Located about 5 kilometers northeast of San Cristobal de las Casas, El Arcotete Ecotourism Park is a striking natural attraction known for its massive limestone arch and system of karst caves. The park is centered around the Fogotogo River, which flows directly through the base of the natural arch, slowly sculpting the stone over thousands of years. The arch itself reaches a height of nearly 40 meters, with walkable pathways and stairs that lead into small caves and crevices along its inner walls. Stalactites and stalagmites are visible inside the caverns, and bats can often be seen roosting in the dark corners. The name Arcotete is believed to come from the story of Jean d'Arcotete, a Frenchman who, according to local legend, fell in love with an indigenous woman and ultimately died by suicide in the cave after being rejected, though the historical truth behind the tale remains unclear. Today, El Arcotete is part of a protected ecotourism initiative aimed at preserving its geological features while offering sustainable recreation in the pine-clad highlands of Chiapas.
Wow! That reflection is correct. Wow! Think small thoughts, Alex.
Now I gotta squeeze through this little opening.
This is so neat. I can't believe it.
Super, super.
You want to squeeze through the hole? I don't.
It looks like a bit of a dead end.
Yeah.
Get in there, crawl.
No, I'm good. I'm good. At least very comfy.
I'm not sure if a place like this is really well known to all the tourists and travelers that come through San Cristobal, but it's a fine example of how much Mexico has to offer in the way of hidden gems.
You seem to have a visitor, a very, very large visitor.
This doesn't look like a Mexican street dog.
No.
Oh, would you like to go in?
No. That is too big of an animal to go into the van.
Oh, you're cute. Somebody loves you. So why are you begging for food, huh?
Well, holy heck in a handbasket. What do we have here, love?
We've got a beet veggie soup, blended beet veggie soup, and a couple of grilled cheeses with some fresh bread we bought today from a bakery, with some white cheese and goat cheese, honey, and we might crack into the old cottage cheese for some extra protein.
Brilliant. Looks delicious, love.
Yeah.
The night was cool, quiet, and utterly peaceful. We welcomed the sun the next day, feeling refreshed but unwilling to leave, so we stayed a full day to soak up the sun and peace of this magical sliver of Chiapas. With the rise and fall of the sun and the following sunrise, it came time for us to inevitably depart. Chiapas is a state with a lot of places to explore and to see, so we need to keep moving. We have less than a month left in Mexico with one more state to explore.
So this morning we have departed Arcotete early. It's 8:30, and we're going to make the 2-hour drive to Comitan, which is a little town close to El Chiflon, which is a massive waterfall here in Chiapas. We will stay there hopefully for the weekend. It's kind of our last destination for this week, which we're super stoked about. Next week is the start of Semana Santa, which means it's going to be a fun little game of dodging crowds, I think. From our experience, Semana Santa draws people out to waterfronts, so beaches, rivers, lakes, whatever, and it just gets pretty busy, which is not really our speed. So yeah, that'll be the beginning of an interesting little adventure for us. But for today, we've got a 2-hour drive ahead of us, so let's go.
Our direction from here is southeast and down. The road from San Cristobal to El Chiflon takes us on a gradual descent in elevation, through a handful of small towns and eventually over the side of a mountain plateau to the edge of the lowlands below.
Siempre manejando con mis zancuditas bien acompañado. Y si se pasan de la raya los tenemos que aplacar. No soy de pleitos pa' que sepan, pero no me de dejar. Solo tenemos una vida y hay que saber disfrutar. Con pacas verdes en la cuesta nunca me van a faltar.
Look at you just standing there in the water. It's nobody's business.
It's freezing.
Freezing cold, eh? But it's clear. Oh, that is. It is very cold.
Look how deep it is. This is awesome. Do you know what this isn't good for? My hair.
Extra fleet level. Thank you very much.
Although the temperatures, surprisingly enough, hadn't climbed to uncomfortable levels as we descended, the brisk river we were camping beside was oh so welcome.
Well, we are doing the hike to El Chiflon, and it looks like it's going to be pretty good already. Very excited. What do you think? Comments from the wifey. She's excited. Woo!
If we had deliberately chosen El Chiflon as the final stop on this week of travel, then we had chosen wisely, perhaps even perfectly. From the very first footstep along the winding walkway to the falls, something began to shift. The sound of rushing water grew louder, echoing through the trees like distant thunder, and the air thickened with mist and anticipation. With every step forward, the scene unfurled around us, growing in magnitude and wonder, pulling us in. Our eyes couldn't open up wide enough. Our senses couldn't drink it in fast enough. By the time we stood before the falls themselves, it felt as though Mexico had taken everything we once understood about beauty and broken it open, revealing something far more raw, far more alive. We've said it before, but moments like this make it truer each time. This country has rewritten our definition of the word magical. Thank you for being here with us on this journey. We hope our stories and experiences spark something in you. Maybe a bit of curiosity, maybe the urge to get out and explore this big, beautiful world for yourself. Go chase that next adventure and make the kind of memories that stick with you. Until next time, keep on roaming. If you would like to see behind the scenes content, get route and camp spot information, or if you'd just like to help support us by putting some gas in our tank each month, you can contribute on Patreon. Oh hey there bud, and before you go, don't forget to go to slowroamers.com to get yourself some rad Slow Roamers merch. For additional photos and commentary on our journey, you can follow along on Facebook and Instagram. Alright, I'll see you later. Have a good week. Bye.